Hey, how you doing? It's Adam Post. Only kidding. Hey, how you doing? It's Adam Post. Your eyes do not deceive. You've been given a reprieve. You get to spend some time with me again. And I'm doing this video today to talk about issue a couple of my friends have. So these are creative people, regular people too, and they're not comfortable getting compliments, even for things that they do a good job on, whether it's story, artwork, or you look great today or anything like that. They're just not 100% comfortable with it. In fact, they feel funny about it. So I wanted to talk about this because I know the answer to the question of how do you deal with this and how do you get rid of and manage the social anxiety with this. And obviously, people compliment you. It's a normal thing to be able to respond to them. There's some people are trapped with it. Now, I'm not a licensed therapist. I'm not a psychiatrist or any type of professional, but I've seen a lot. I've done a lot, and I've helped a lot of people over the decades. So I'm extending this to my YouTube channel and to my friends and my followers. So there's two kinds of compliments that are problems. One, a sincere compliment. That's a good quality compliment, like, hey, Adam, your hair looks great today. I get that sometimes. And then, or, hey, Adam, it was a great idea that you had. And legitimately, they mean it. It's good. So that's a good compliment. That's the one that causes anxiety for people. The second one is a compliment like, hey, Adam, my God, I mean, you look like you're 15 years old. I mean, you look like you're just, you're in high school still, right? A deceptive, manipulative comment. So the first thing you have to do is kind of categorize and say, wait a minute, is this person being legit? Are they like if someone says my hair looks good, my hair usually looks good. Not always, but it does. So, okay, yeah, that's legit. No problem. Let me process that. If someone gives you a compliment and you're like, wait a minute, what is this here? Doesn't seem really legit. This is not something I'm known for. No, I'm not 15 years old. It's not, that doesn't sound right. So the answer to that is you better keep your distance from those people because people will be insincere and give you fake compliments to manipulate you. So if the compliment's not fake, then we get into my business for the rest of the video, which is, all right, someone tells me my hair looks great. Does that bother me? No, it doesn't bother me, but that kind of a compliment does bother some people. And that's really what this video is about, dealing with legitimate compliments. So Groucho Marx, the famous comedian from back in the day, said in a telegram to a very cool club called the Friars Club of Beverly Hills, which was for comedians, and he belonged to the club. And he said in his, he related the story in his autobiography, please accept my resignation. I don't care to belong to any club that will have me as a member. You get that? So he was a comedian, so he said things in funny ways, but he also said, hey, I don't care to belong to any club that will have me as a member. So a long time ago, people would give me compliments, and I would say, I wouldn't be comfortable with it because you like, what's wrong with them if they like you, right? That's the anxiety people tend to have, or maybe it's because they're confident with their work, but they're not totally confident with their work. Even if people tell them it's good, there's someone who I complimented them on some really, really, really interesting, brilliant design stuff that they do. And they got uncomfortable. They're like, why are you buttering me up? I'm like, I'm just complimenting you. I see your work. I've seen this person's work again and again and again on social media. And I tend to compliment great work, especially if it moves me. And the person responded, so I commented on social media, and the person said, they were like, look, stop with all the compliments, Adam. And, maybe they thought I was trying to manipulate them. I don't know, but I've seen other people comment back to that same person because it's in a group that we're all in. And other people have been like, look, I know I can't compliment you. So, I mean, the point is this really is, there are people that are uncomfortable getting compliments for things that they actually do a good job on. Because the truth of it is, if people are complimenting something about you, your hair, your art, your attitude, your problem-solving ability, whatever it is, if they're complimenting that about you And more people compliment that about you, and you work hard at this, and it's something you're proud of, that you can really do this. But or maybe you're not even proud. It's just something like, all right, that's a cool aspect of me, but I don't like hear it. It's like, look, you have to accept it. You have to address this inside yourself. You have to say to yourself, all right. And sometimes it's easier to do a positive with a negative. So you could say to yourself, all right, I know I'm not great at a lot of different things, but when it comes to being a good artist, yeah, I've worked a long time at this. I'm good at this. But maybe you're a bad driver. Maybe you're not so good with your personal credit. Maybe you don't have a lot of friends, whatever the case might be. But at least accept the things that you know you work hard at. That's how you break up the social anxiety a bit, is that you say to yourself, listen, yeah, there's 2 or so things I'm really good at. There's a lot of things I'm not good at. When people say, you're good at this, you're good at that, you're going to accept it. Unless it really feels like it's unusual compliment. Like if someone compliments me on looking like a teenager, that's not normal. I don't look like a teenager, good looking guy, but I'm not a teenager. So, watch out for people being manipulative. But if these are the things that it's really your life's work, it's your passion, a lot of people compliment you on it, it's okay to accept that, yeah, your passion project, your work, the thing you put a lot of time and energy into, or something that you just happen to have as a gift. Yeah, that's good. It doesn't mean nothing else is wrong with you. You can obsess over the things that you still want to improve in your life. But at the very least, learn to accept a sincere compliment. It's good for you. It will help you to feel validated and to continue important work on things that you should be focusing on. Because honestly, we should really all be focusing on the stuff that we're actually good at. And that brings me to talk about my passion project, which is my graphic novel called College of the Dead. College of the Dead is on Indiegogo right now, and it's also available through collegeofthedead.com. It'll redirect you where it's presently being sold. And it's 140 pages, and it's a story set in a zombie apocalypse on a college campus. And teachers and students fight for their lives as the dead eat everyone in sight. It's 140 pages. It's completely done. How awesome is that cover by this colorist Kyle Ritter? What a fantastic cover he did. But the story is really terrific, and you can see like 12 preview pages right here on the site. You really ought to check it out. A lot of people are starting to get it, and they really like it. All right, so that's my 2 cents is, yes, you can be really concerned about people giving you compliments that you don't deserve because it's not your life's work. It's not something you've been working at. It doesn't seem true. But when people give you a real compliment, you have to start to have the discipline to learn to accept it and to tell yourself, okay, I'm actually good at this and this, but I know I'm not good at those other things. All right, that's for the people that are having trouble accepting compliments on things that they are actually good at. You got to fix that. And that's how you do it. All right. Thanks for your time. Have a great one. I'll be back.